more I work, the more I connect with people, the more I'm learning how that can be put into a dance theatre space. So residencies like this, where I get to connect with other artists, it just gives me a better understanding of other people's inspirations and processes, because I'm really interested in the process. And the more time I spend in residencies, the more I appreciate my own process and really develop it.
Eadrainn Between Us is a programme of cultural exchange supported by the Arts Council International Residency Initiative Scheme. We at Dance Ireland have partnered with Dance Base in Scotland, and we organised international exchanges between Irish and Scottish artists.
Dance Ireland approached us wanting to partner on this project, and we jumped at the chance, and what's happened is that we've been able to create an exchange between 3 Scottish artists and 3 Irish artists. I really enjoyed it because we were able to connect those artists to other artists and other activities outside of Dance Space. It was a very enriching week for all the artists.
We are given our accommodation, our flights, and the opportunity to have a studio for a whole week and to do whatever you would like to do in that studio, so that you're exploring your own process, your own ideas. And that is a fantastic opportunity for any artist to be funded to come to a different city and to be able to explore.
The whole week here at Dance Ireland has been rehearsal time, really researching some new movements, having time to really think about things, so there's no pressure to have a huge output, but to actually have the time to be in the body, to be in the movement, and just to feel that for what that is.
This type of exchange is important to my work because I'm always interested in new models and new ways of doing things. And it's just hugely inspiring to visit other communities and just see people working in different contexts.
It's been really valuable to have the studio time here to dedicate to this practice of making this work. I feel like ideas were coming very fast through being here and having a very clear, concentrated amount of time in a new space, in a new city to work on the material.
I don't know what it will lead to, and I feel that's part of my practice as an artist, to start with somewhere, and I don't actually want to know where I end up, because if I knew where I was going to end up, then maybe I wouldn't be so interested to do the work.
All of this cultural exchange was about making connections, building communities, and creating new opportunities, and to learn more about the different contexts in which people live and work.
People get closer together, and people get more confident and open up to new relationships and new experiences. I guess dance itself connects people, because we share a space, and it's a space that many times is vulnerable. You know, you just have to open up with your mind, but also with your body, and that's not so easy for some people.
So I guess whilst I've been here, I've been really fortunate to meet a few really great local artists, as well as reconnect with friends from previous periods of my life. I think some of those social connections were really key to how things have progressed.
I just wanted to be in the studio and try out ideas, and that's been an absolutely fantastic process for me. To be out of your own city, to come to a new city that I'd never been to before, and just have that chance to really explore and create and just try out ideas.
Well, Dance Ireland is a really fantastic European dance house, so it has that feeling straight away when you walk in that this is somewhere that dance happens. And just interestingly enough, sort of walking around the building, there's dance happening in almost every studio, almost at all times. So it's been really amazing to be around that energy that you can feel in the space, and you can also see from time to time, and to be part of that energy in the building.
I'm really enjoying doing a development stage internationally, because I'm getting more inspiration from the city, from the people, and I think if I continue to do that, the inspiration that is bleeding into my work going forward will also be felt. I think it will help me put more life into the work that I'm wanting to someday deliver back out into these cities.
I'm very interested in building community and building relationships among people. I think that's what really makes our practice stronger.
even though I've been working with small movement material, maybe there is sometimes a misconception behind when you're making small movements that it doesn't need space around it, but I think it really does to help it really achieve an internal spaciousness which is then communicated to the audience.
Basically, I discovered that I am this Latin person that is actually living in Europe, and I've been told recently, why are you trying to move like an European person when you are Latin? So I realized that I have all this information in my body, and right now I'm trying to discover where is the middle point between all of that, and contemporary dance is helping that path.
Being able to meet new members of the community here will give me an idea of who's around and who's interested in that work, and that's simply by just sharing my practice.
Being here in this new city on my own has, I think, given me a kind of focus that's been really singular in how I've approached the material and how it's going to continue to develop.
The Eadrainn Between Us Symposium is one of the outcomes of this project, and today we're gathering to talk about the experience of exchange.
We're here in Ireland, in Dublin, today for our symposium to learn about those experiences and also the questions that came up during the exchange.
What people have gained, what they've learned, what they've developed, and to share some of the insights from our own experience as organisations, sharing and exchanging across the two nations.
I just wanted to say a quick word of thanks to the Arts Council for supporting and funding this initiative. I think it's just really important to emphasise the value of cultural exchange, particularly between organisations like ourselves who are representative of artists who are sort of learning from the practice and gaining so much from sitting with the artists and understanding their needs. And I just want to really encourage other people to sort of support these kind of initiatives as well.